trying to teach a girl how D&D works. Makes half-orc rogue. I'm loving the concept. First fight starts. Okay, DM, I spray the enemy with water. What? You can't do that? Why not? Aren't I half-orca? Hey, what's up everybody, I'm SkyDieRay, and before we get to the episode, I just have a little tiny announcement. I want to tell you that I have created a subreddit for the channel or whatever. You can go to reddit/r/SkyDieRay and, I don't know, post memes or stories or other stuff, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. There's a link below also if you wanna check it out. And yeah, basically I'll start making videos from the content posted there, so make sure you check it out if you have some ideas, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, that's it, that's what I wanted to say, so link below if you want to check it out. And without any further ado, enjoy the video! Introducing 4 brand new players to the world of D&D. Simple level 1 tasks. Innkeeper asks if the party can help him with a huge rat problem in his basement. Party spends a couple minutes gathering necessary supplies to trap all the rats. Into basement cellar. Not dozens of regular rats. One huge rat big enough to eat a player character. I do this same joke to every poor bastard that plays their first game with me, every time. How many hints does the DM of your group give out? Oh, he has to give out tons. All the players are brainlets and have problems with the most simple of logic puzzles. There is nothing more frustrating than having people talk about doing something for half a fucking hour without trying anything. And they spend this time convincing themselves of that they have no evidence for. It's incredible. Oh, I'm the DM by the way. I've been TPK'd by too many puzzles to just jump into them without some discussion. No, says the DM with a vacant grin. The whole roof collapses on the party. Wow, great session guys. I hate wizards. I hate those pointy hats, starry robbed. I hate no other class in any other game as I hate wizards in D&D. Wizard players are consistently insufferable To make it worse, their characters are also consistently insufferable Every one of them is always played the same, smug and arrogant. And their arrogance is justified. No, it's not even about the Marshal caster divide, it's about the wizards specifically, because no other spellcaster is as bad as them, or as their players. This is because every spellcaster in the game generally has a niche he's really good at. He might be able to do other things, like Cleric can blast somewhat well, but they're really good when sticking to their turf. For Cleric, it's healing and debuffing. For Druid, summoning and shapeshifting. For Warlock, well, it's really Eldritch Blast, while for the Sorcerer, it's supposedly blasting. But the Wizard has no niche. Wizard's niche is everything. Wizard is the master of arcane, the only class that gets to play the Archmage trope right from level 1. The Wizard has the best AoEs in the game. The Wizard has amazing control spells that Bard wishes he had in his spell list. A wizard can turn himself into a dragon just to dab on the dragon sorcerer, or summon a giant mansion right in front of the local lord's mud hut. The wizard always has the answer to every problem. The only thing that he can't do is heal, but no wizard cares about his little blind spot, because no wizard cares about his party enough to think it's something important. Because a wizard has no niche, anytime Wizards of the Coast print a spell and can't figure out who to give it to, they'll give it to a wizard. They don't care if a cleric can potentially be worshipping the volcano, it's the wizard who'll be able to summon a volcano from nothing. In the latest big book, XG, cleric got 7 new spells, wizard got 77. That's not a typo, that's 11 times as much. I hate wizards so goddamn much. Jesus, did a wizard in your cereal or something? DM mentions that the bandits wear leather armor. Have to stop the game and explain to him that leather wouldn't be an effective form of armor. DM mentions a short sword hitting my full plate character. Have to stop the session and explain to him that historical full plate made the wearer essentially immune. DM mentions that one of the wizards casts a spell. Have to stop the game to explain how magic doesn't exist. DM mentions that the Dragonborn fighter attempts to use his fire breath attack to attack the fire-resistant tiefling. Have to stop the game to explain the fact that Dragonborn and tieflings can't genetically exist, let alone have fire breath or fire resistance. DM mentions that goblins start molesting my character because I'm a little Have to stop the game to cry in the corner because I'm a little As a GM, and a pretty damn fine one, I've banned Marshal Classes from my table, 5th edition, because they're so boring and useless. Level 1 Wizard. I can move stuff with my mind. Level 1 Fighter. Herder, I can hit with sword. Level 20 Wizard. Can summon interplanar creatures and cause handfuls of dice damage. Level 20 Fighter. I hit it 3 times with my sword. See the problem here? Players are not to bring martial classes to my table. I'm a barbarian. I have the highest hit die in the game, 2x that of a wizard. I have a natural armor that allows me to tank damage without wearing anything. I have the rage ability, which not only gives me resistance to the most common damage types in the game, slashing, piercing and bludgeoning, but also gives me proficiency on every melee attack. This increases as I get more powerful. By level 2, I can sense traps and deal more damage at the cost of getting more damage. By level 5, I can attack twice and move faster. By level 7, I gain advantage on initiative and can't be surprised at the beginning of combat. By level 9, I deal 3x damage on critical hits. This increases to 4x damage at level 13 and 5x damage at level 17. By level 11, I gain the ability to not die if enraged. By level 15, my rage lasts an entire encounter. By level 18, my strength score can be used for strength checks and saving throws. By level 20, rage and all its benefits becomes permanent. Decide to join group. DM tells me he doesn't allow martial classes. He tells me martials are useless. Meanwhile, the wizard gets a paper cut and has to roll death saves. The angry DM. Isn't this supposed to be fun? Have you ever had to kick a player out or drop a group? If so, what happened? Going from forever DM to dropping my group. Agree on rotating the role of DM. Nobody ever prepares anything. End up being DM for 4 years. Players murder hobo until death, create new character, repeat. Don't listen during session 0. Come at least an hour late to every session, which is always at my place. Decide to run Curse of Strahd. Prepare whole campaign. Write them physical letters as plot hook. Darken paper with coffee, wax seal and everything. It's calligraphy. They can't read it. They throw the letter away. Sherfing. Cleric of Pellar. Lawful good. Persuades coachman to take party into dangerous part of forest. At night. Where just recently a carriage has been robbed. Do my best as DM to emphasize that they should prepare, gear up and don't go at night. Cleric persuades coachman, promises he'll protect him in case of danger, swears on Pellar and his own life as a cleric. PCs steal low on health from battle earlier that day. Coachman does it, needs money for family, and is also a firm follower of Pellar. Cleric kills coachman in middle of forest. Immediately take his divine powers away. Cart stops. PCs loot his corpse. Get robbed by highwaymen. What the f***, DM? That was so unfair. How were we supposed to fight the bandits? There was literally nothing we could have done. Your encounters are too hard. Dwarven Fighter. Refuses to write backstory. Horrible at RP. Lawful good. Most greedy person I've ever seen. Okay group, you enter the room and immediately see an ornamented chest. Mine, I loot it. What do I get? Rips pencil out of other player's hand to write down loot. Players kick his ass in game for that. Pouts for the remaining 5 hours of session and refuse to cooperate or talk to other players. Also, caught him randomly adding 15 health points to his maximum health and fudging his rolls. Tiefling Fighter. Immediately tries to start shit with farmers in the tavern. Even my cows have longer horns than you, beast. I'm not afraid of you, leave at once. PC is offended to the core. Tries to kill the farmers as they return home. Fails and gets caught. Do not resist, beast, it will only make it worse for you. Tries to kill the guards and fails. Tries to escape dungeon and fails. Tries to kill guards again and he's recaptured. Gets a chance to be sent out to kill a notorious bandit instead of being executed. Agrees. As soon as he's released, he turns around and attacks the guards again. Gets executed. Yeah, and this was at level 1. Got any more? Sure. Session 0. Explain to players that this adventure will require strategy, thinking before acting, and it will reward handling things with care. In Mansion, looking for key to locked door. PCs have been warned about extremely dangerous traps. Everyone searching except Dwarf Fighter. Not doing player is just checking phone and waiting until someone finds the key. Dwarf gets tired of waiting. Kicks door in. There's a button on the wall behind the door that's only activated when the door slams against it with full force. An example, protection against forceful entry. Door swings open, slams against button on the wall. Ballista fires. Dwarf already lone held for trying to fight a shadow with his axe. Crit. Dwarf gets nailed through the head with a massive ballista bolt. Dead. Is upset and pouts. Stays only to condescendingly comment everything that happens from that point. Urge him to leave. First adventure with that set of characters. PCs run into forest at night instead of following path. Get lost. Blaming me, saying getting lost in a forest is unrealistic. Start lighting the forest on fire. A group of druids starts attacking them, having seen them lighting the forest on fire. Refuse to stop lighting the forest on fire. Try to flee. The fire they made is cutting their paths off. Level 1 cleric thinks casting Create Water is enough to stop the massive forest fire. What the f***, DM, how are we supposed to get out of this? PCs refuse to surrender. Whole party dies. Ask them what the f*** they were thinking, lighting the forest on fire. I don't know, DM, it seemed reasonable at the time. You're probably starting to see my players' MO. First, they get themselves in unsalvageable situations, and then complain about not having a way out. It boils down to, if you do this, you will die. I do this. You die. Wow, that's so unfair. They rarely manage to get past level 1. They usually immediately derail my campaign. Up and die. After which I can spend hours helping them all make new characters, because they're too stupid to do it alone, and refuse to learn the rules and cheat when I'm not around. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did and subscribe for more. Link below if you want to check out the Reddit that I mentioned in the beginning. Hopefully we'll start making videos based on that soon. Like, I don't know, once every 2 weeks based on how much it is used. I don't know. Also, big thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon. Really appreciate it, guys. It really means a lot. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm thankful for that. There's a link below if you want to check it out. Also links to the Discord server and any other social media. And I think that's all. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.